Welcome back, you gorgeous weirdos. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm so glad you're here. So we're doing something different today. I know I do mostly dip powder, but I recently rearranged like my whole entire house, and that was not good for my nails. If you know, you know. And I do not recommend. 0 out of 10, 0 stars on Yelp. Don't rearrange your house if you like your nails. We're going to do a builder gel overlay just so I can give my nails a little extra strength while they're growing out. And we're going to start with prep. It's going to be it's a whole thing. We're doing prep, application. I'm even going to fix a nail later because my thumbnail is just a whole hot mess. So I'm going to show you how to do all the things. There are a million ways to do prep and application for this kind of stuff. Do what you need to do. My prep is super duper simple. I'm using a glass cuticle pusher. This is a week's worth of like cuticle growth. It's disgusting. I usually am pretty good about keeping up with my cuticles. I do cuticle care typically every other night, very gently, just getting rid of anything that might be growing on my nail because that's going to cause a lifting for anything that you're going to put on your nail. But I've been slacking because I've been super busy. So we're going to get into cuticle prep. You can use an e-file if that's what you're more comfortable with. You can use a regular cuticle pusher if that's what you have. I just love this glass cuticle pusher. I feel like it does such a good job of getting everything out from underneath that little pocket, the eponychium over there. It also gets all the dead junk off my nail plate, which is going to make for much better adhesion of anything you're putting over your nail. So I'm going to do that. I don't know if I said rubber base or builder gel. I'm doing rubber base. Builder gel, I think, is fantastic for building extensions or for creating a super hard surface. But because my nails are so short, I feel like rubber base is just a better option for me. It's more flexible than builder gel, so it moves with the nail. And if I'm going to be doing more of this nonsense, which is very likely in the near future, I need something that's a little bit more flexible for my nails. But again, your nails are your nails. If you want to use builder or hard gel or whatever you feel like doing, you go ahead and do that. I'm going to do rubber base. I grabbed a few, well, it's a kit. It comes with 6, I think, rubber base gels from Amazon. They're from Amy Lee, whoever it is. I don't know. They're HEMA free. So I'm like, let me give them a go. And they are tinted. They're super pretty. I'll leave everything linked down below in case you want to check out anything that I'm talking about. But I'm going to finish up the prep. Then we're going to get into application. So prep, again, I'm doing my cuticle work. I'm going to go over my nail with a very soft, very well used buffing block. 240 grit would work perfectly. Again, if you have stubborn nails, very oily nails, you may want to consider using a lower grit. So you're, roughing up your nail a little bit. I don't find it necessary for me. So I'm just going to remove all the shine from my natural nail and then I'll cleanse it really well with alcohol. I'm using an alcohol prep pad. Again, if you have stubborn nails, you may want to consider using 100% acetone. You can also go in with a primer. Gel primers are great for adhesion. I don't need it for my nails, but if you experience your gel lifting or popping off, a primer would be a great bet. I like the Young Nails Protein Bond. So I'm going to cleanse and then we're going to get right into application. So I went ahead and I prepped all of the nails off camera and we are now ready for application. So this is the color that I chose. It is it's very sheer. It's like a milky, very, very light pink tinted. It looks very natural on the nail, which you're going to see here in a little bit. And I'm just going to apply this kind of like I'm applying a gel polish. I'm being very careful and mindful as to not get this on my skin. If you do get it on your skin, just clean it off as soon as possible. I use an orange wood stick to clean off any spillage. You can use a brush dampened with alcohol if you want. Do not use your other hand to clean out gel. Don't do it. Gel on your skin can lead to contact dermatitis and gel allergies. Nobody wants to mess with that. I promise you, don't do it. Just try not to get it on your skin. If you do, use a tool to clean it up. Just stay safe, y'all. Do what you gotta do, but stay safe. So I'm gonna get this on the nail, and then I'm going to cure it for 60 seconds. I feel like the gel lamp is also very crucial when you're doing any kind of gel work. If you're not using a lamp that is strong enough to cure gel, your gel is never going to cure completely. Even if it feels hard, even if it's not mushy, it still may not be completely cured. So if you need lamp recommendations, mine is down below. So I went ahead and cured, and now I'm going in with my second coat. Now I know that I see a lot of people make like a slip layer and then a big bead, and then you run it down the nail in a swoopy swoop type. I don't do that. I never found it necessary for me. Again, if you are looking to add a good amount of thickness to your nail, that might be a great option. Although I don't know why you would do that with rubber-based gel. I feel like that's more of a builder gel or a hard gel thing. I'm just doing a second coat. That's all, a second coat, same as I did the first coat. I am trying to get as close to my skin without touching it. That's the goal. If you want to take a detail brush and go around the perimeter of the nail or smooth out any imperfections, you totally can, as you see that I'm doing it here. I had a little divot in the front of my nail, so I'm just going in and kind of, I don't want to say perfecting it, but I'm getting it as close to perfection as I possibly can. If your application is not fabulous, that's okay, because you can always fix it with filing later. Again, just keep it off your skin. If it's lumpy, bumpy, imperfect, it's cool. You could fix it. I'm going to flip my hand upside down and let gravity kind of level everything out. But again, fix it with filing if you need to later. Once I have that leveled out, I'm going to go ahead and cure for a full minute, and then I am done. Then I'm going to top coat. Why might you ask? Because I didn't need to do any filing. I'm just going to go ahead and throw top coat on. You don't need a top coat. You can cleanse off the tacky layer of your base gel and just move on with your life if that's what you want to do. I'm going to top coat because I like the little bit of added strength. Also, the top coat is not as thick or viscous as the rubber base, so it's going to level much more easily. And this will also help with any imperfections that you might have had in your builder or rubber-based gel application. So I'm going to go ahead and top coat. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to buff. I'm going to buff the top coat off. This is a step only I will be taking. You don't have to do this, but because I make content on YouTube doing nails, I can't just have this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buff everything matte. I don't want any gloss. That way I can put on my peel off base coat and do like a dip or gel polish or whatever over top of this, and then pop it off later. You can dip, you can gel, you can do whatever you want over top of this. This is like a base gel. It's just a thin overlay on your natural nail to protect them from life. So if you want to do stuff on top, you totally can. You don't have to use peel off base coat. You can just go in with your gel polish or your dip powder, and then when you're ready to change your nails up, file off that color and you'll be back to your rubber base gel. I'm going to go ahead and just perfect the free edge of my nail ever so slightly. And again, I'm going to go over what? Do I know words? I'm going to go over everything with a buffing block to get them mattified. That way I can make content. But don't go anywhere. After I'm done buffing this out, we're going to fix my thumbnail. So I'll show you how to use a form with rubber base gel. Okay, so let's get my thumbnail situated because she is looking sad. I'm going to go ahead and fit my form. There are lines on these forms, so I try to get like the center line lined up with the center of my nail so I know the form is on pretty straight. I'm on the struggle bus with forms. I am just, it's not good at all. If you are curious about building an extension like this with forms with dip powder, I did do a video recently. I'll leave it up in the eye. But so rubber baby buggy bumpers, rubber base coat. Okay, I am going to start by kind of getting my extension situated. I want to make sure that I am putting this from sidewall to sidewall and where I want it on the form. Make these as long as you want, but keep in mind, rubber base gel, even builder gel, is not hard gel. If you really want to build extensions, you're going to want to use either hard gel or acrylic. Can you get away with rubber base for a short, teeny tiny like repair extension? Yeah, I did it. It's fine. Builder gel, better for building extensions. That's, I guess, why they call it builder gel. I don't know. But hard gel, preferable, or acrylic for extensions. Or use a nail tip. I don't know. Do whatever you want to do. But I'm going to get my extension situated. Once I have that approximately where I want it, I'm going to go ahead and cure for a full minute. After that, I'm going to start doing the overlay. And that's it. Same way I did my index finger, I'm going to do here, just with the annoying form on. And I'm going to cure for a full minute. I'll do my second coat, same way I did it the first time, cure it, and then I'll remove the form and we'll file it into shape and you'll see what it looks like completed. So thumbnail is now looking like a whole thumbnail, which is fabulous. I'm glad it's no longer broken. Here is what it looks like. It was a little bulky at the free edge, but that was to be expected. So I just filed it down to the thickness that I prefer, and she's all good now. This was super duper easy. I love using these products. So far, I've had no reactions to it, which is amazing. You definitely want to make sure you're cleansing. Even with a no wipe gel top coat, you want to make sure you're cleansing really, really well, because it still may have some uncured gel on top, because oxygen just prevents gel from curing. So the top layer is always going to be a little undercured. So cleanse really well, put on your cuticle oil, and that's it. Move on with your life. I hope you guys found this helpful. Thank you for spending some of your day with me today. I hope the rest of your day is as beautiful as you are, and I will catch you in the next one. Love you. Bye.